Alright, welcome to another episode of Astro Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? I got that right, didn't I? Yeah, we will be showing you all how to change spark plugs on a 2007 Volkswagen Passat. I just saw right
coming
there,
up.
I
coming
won't
up.
mess that up. Coming up in our next video.
No, coming up on Astro Auto Repairs.
Yeah, there you go, there you go.
Say it.
See, I keep forgetting that part, man.
This channel is a member of the Astral Stars, which means we have a zero-tolerance policy against the harassment of others. Anybody who violates that policy will be banned. For further information, please visit www.theastralstars.com. Alright guys, let's get right to it. The first thing we want to do is over here, because this is a turbo, first thing we want to do is unhook this connector right here. There's two tabs, one right here and one right on the other side. Just snap that back, take this, pull it out. Be very careful, there's an O-ring right there. You want to make sure that O-ring still stays intact. The next thing we're going to do is get you a little screwdriver because we're going to unplug the mass airflow sensor right here. We'll be right back. Alright guys, these removing these connectors are very important. I'm going to show you a little trick of doing these. Get you a flat screwdriver. Now what you want to do is place the screwdriver right between there, right there. Before you, now you're going to be twisting this counterclockwise or clockwise, but before you do that, you want to push the plug in and then twist it and unplug it. Because if you try to do it without pushing in, a lot of times you'll end up breaking that off. Alright, I'm going to get that to the side. The next thing we're going to do is this cover right here. This thing should, sometimes these just pop right up. Take this cover. And sometimes they get really stuck. Sometimes you have to really pull on it. But it pops up. Like that. And I'm going to show you in a minute what happens here. Alright, when you turn this over, you got these grommets right here. These grommets get stuck down there. You can see this one came off. And this one over here. And let me show you where this one is at. Right here, it started to come off. So if they come off, it's cool. That's all you have to do. Let's go ahead and continue to pull them off. And where's it missing at? Just stick it right back into place. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing we do, here's our coils where our spark plugs are under, and here's our harness. Now what you want to do is take you a T20 Torx bit or Torx socket. I'm using a bit with my pole driver. You want to take out these two screws over here. One and two. Now to unplug each coil, it has the same kind of connector. And we notice over here, this one is not. This one is broken. Hopefully that one comes out. That's going to suck. That's going to really suck. So let's get our screwdriver and hold the plug in, twist it, unplug it. That one came unplugged, that one plugged good. Let's do this one now and unplug it. All of them are unplugged. Get the harness out of the way. The next thing you want to do is these coils are not bolted down to anything. That's all we have to do is just twist them back and forth and pick them right up. That's it. Take them out. And a good lesson, guys, is take them out, put them in order of the cylinder you took them out. So 4, or you can mark the coils. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get the coils out, and we'll be right back.
All right, you guys. I have a long extension.
About 12 inches.
About 12 inches. I have a 16mm deep socket.
Or you can use 5/8.
Yep, there you go. So I'm going to remove my spark plug.
Now sometimes guys, these spark plugs can be tight. If you loosen it up, and it's continue to be tight, start tightening it back up, loosen it up, tighten it up, and continue on like that. If not, you will strip the threads out inside the cylinder head. Alright, so let's get those plugs out and we'll be right back. Alright guys, while Billy Bob is over there taking the spark plugs out, we're going to prepare the new plugs. Now the plugs that's going in here is Iridium NGK. Now NGK says you do not have to use any kind of anti-seize on their plugs. You go ahead, bleed them if you want. You strip out that head, call up NGK and ask them, I need a new head. See what kind of response you get. So you definitely, I don't care what you do, you put anti-seize on the plugs. Now before, I used to take my finger and stick it in there and put a little bit on the threads. And a good friend of mine, check him out in the comment section below, Manic Mechanic 007. He said, Tim, get you some Q-tips and put it up there and just coat it a little bit. So ever since then, I was like, that's a cool idea. So I keep Q-tips and I call this method the 007. So that's what I want you to call when you do it. Only thing you do, take your Q-tip and put it on here. Since you over here, hold up the camera. Take your Q-tip, put a little anti-seize up there, and put it on the threads. And that way, you are guaranteed that will not seize up in there. I'm telling you guys, you go ahead and be crazy. Go ahead and believe some of these guys online saying, you know, don't use it all. Yeah, they won't pay for nothing either. All right, so let's get that up there, and we'll be right back.
All right, you guys. Most of the time you have a 5/8 socket with a rubber sealing inside. You know, majority of the time the seals come out and bust up or whatever after a period of time of using them. So what I did was just use a rubber hose, or you can get a magnet, or the same spark plug wire or coil on plug. Just stick it in there and pull them out. That's all you have to do. Could use a magnet, but you know, sometimes the magnet just don't turn, don't hold on strong enough to turn it. Get them out. So I'm gonna get all these out and be right back.
Well, yo, turn to the face first. All right, guys, Billy Bob showed you to use the hose to take them out. Good trick. Use the same hose to put them back in. That's all you have to do is grab a plug, put up there slightly enough so the plug won't come out. Lower it down into one of the cylinders, and then you want to turn it and make sure it's grabbing by a few threads, so that way when you go use the ratchet in the socket, you won't cross thread it. And then you just pull it up. Let's do one more. Put it in the hose. Lower it down. A few turns. Pop it up. All right, let's get the other two in, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, now we go to tightening them up. So we put them in. And when you're tightening these plugs, you want to go till it stops and a little bit more. Do not over tighten it. Remember, this is aluminum threads and you can mess them up. So let's do that again. Go till it stops. A little bit more. That's it. All right, let's get the other two tightened up and we'll be right back.
All right, you guys. Like we said earlier, you normally want to write numbers on it so you know which coil goes where. So we start with number 4.
That's number 1.
Well, this is my number 1 because it came out first. But okay, now we'll just get it, push it all the way down as far as you can. Make sure it's in tight.
Do another one.
Can you see the groove right there, Tim? Alright, see the grooves right here?
Yeah.
Make sure those grooves line right back up in there. You don't want to force it to go if it's not going. Just push down on it. Boom. Now you in.
Alright, let's get the other two and we'll be right back. Alright guys, while Billy Bob is doing that, what I want to do, I want to show you the spark plug, show you the reason why we're changing these plugs. Let's go out in a little bit of light here. And you can see, look at that. Now here's an interesting part. Or as you can see, all 4 coils looked like really good. They was like brand new. They are brand new. The customer did have somebody did change the coils. The problem is, if you don't change these spark plugs, if your spark plugs are like bad like this, it's a good chance that these are the reason why your coils went bad in the first place. So I'm very surprised they didn't change the plugs at the same time. All right, let's go back over here while he wiping his nose with some tissue. Wiping his nose with tissue and put it back in his pocket.
Man, go ahead, man.
It's like we got a tissue shortage. All right, what you doing next?
This is a snot nose joker. Hey, you all growing up as a kid, running around with a football helmet, a little wooden horse, cowboy boots on. Man, I'm trying to tell you, couldn't I tell you nothing back then? That's how Timmy was.
You gonna tell him what you're doing?
You stop messing with my wheel. All right. All you have to do is get your harness, line your harness back up, just like that. It should go on with no force, and it should go off with no force. You take notice, I'm doing one section at a time. Make sure that it's on. You don't want to.
All right, and when you push those on, you want to make sure you know when you got them all the way on, when the holes right there where you're gonna put the screws at lines up. All right, so we're gonna get our 2 T20 screws, and we're gonna get them, put them back into place, and tighten them down. We'll be right back. All right, guys. The next thing we're gonna do is put our cover back on. Again, like in the beginning, I told you I have these 4 grommets. These 4 grommets have to line up to these 4 posts right here. You got 1, 2 right here, and 2 in the back. A good way of doing this is set the cover down. Where your oil cap is, make sure that's lined up. Okay, let's get over here. Put this in.
What about the harness to go to the?
Yeah, it's right over here. Once you get this line, if you get this lined up and you know it's around the oil dipstick, you can pretty much set it. See, now right now I can't. It's not moving, so I'm pretty much know I'm lined up, and that's all you have to do is just pop down. Done. Let's go to our tube over here. Push our tube in. Close our clips off. Got our wiring harness to our mass airflow sensor. Bring it around. Plug that up, and we're good to go. Be right back. All right, guys and girls, quick, easy job. There you go. How to replace the spark plugs on a 2007 Volkswagen Passat with 2.0 turbo engine. Have any comments, questions? Be sure to put them in the comment section below, or you can email me direct to tim@astralautorepairs.com. Guys, hope you paid attention. If not, watch it again. This is Timmy from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. See you next time.